Hello all and welcome to the Mug Life DIY. I am Julia and I am so excited that you decided to stop by my channel. So today I wanted to start with two plus a bonus. I'll explain that one later. Dollar Tree DIYs. Now this first one, I actually bought this little blue pumpkin last year, and crafting life, I didn't use it. The struggle is real, right? So I am decided to finally incorporate that little metal pumpkin because I love it. And of course, my love of scrapbook paper. I bought this at Michael's also last year, and it has so many amazing, like, kind of neutrally and then pops of green, and it's one of my favorite scrapbook paper. So I wanted to go with this like muted orange color, kind of like rust. That's what it reminded me of. And don't ask, because today is the struggle of camera woes. So, this is what happens. You don't get to see me cutting that little square out. So what I did was I just cut out my scrapbook paper a little bit larger than the front of the sign that is on the Dollar Tree. And then I just added a little bit of my ink stain, kind of like on the edges to distress it to kind of match similarly, wow, that's a hard one, to that border that is on this little, wow, what is this called? This is a faux cutting board. Yes. Now, because I wanted it to stand out as well, I added 2 Jenga blocks to the back and lifted up that gather sign. And at first I was like really liking the plaid with the stripe. I was going with it. And you know how it is. You're crafting and then you change your mind halfway. That's what happened in this project. I took some of my favorite feathers from Dollar Tree as well. Had these since last year or the year before, or the year before that. Time just kind of blends all together. So I'm taking some scrap leather ribbon that I had just kind of in my stash, and I wrapped that around the top, and then I added my 2 little feathers kind of like dangling off of the side, and I am going to add a little bit else. I'm going to add, oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, so the struggle is real. Words are just blah, blah, blah today. It's the end of the day. That's what happened. So this is, the rough bits. That's what I'm going to say. It's rough. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you like this plaid, like with the gather, if you're digging it, or, you like the end direction that I went with, And because this was scrap leather fabric, I only had 2 different colors of the leather. I liked it. I was digging it, but use what you have on hand. That's what I'm calling all of these projects. Use what you have. Recycle and reuse, okay? Found this little raffia bow just hanging out, chilling in my stash, and I was like, it's already a bow. I am horrible at making bows. So I glued that to the top section, and because it was a bow, I didn't like how, the bow on the pumpkin looked. So I undid the bow that was on the pumpkin, and then I just kind of wrapped it around the stem because I was trying to hide that little circle cutout that was on the top of the pumpkin. See what I'm saying? So I just used that, wrapped it around, and hot glued it down to secure. And since I was wobbling it and pulling it, I pulled it off. So the joys. I had to re-glue that back down to my little cutting board. And then this was the part, it was wearing on me. I'm like, oh, I don't really like the gather. I'm not really digging the blue anymore since the teal, and I decided to just kind of neutral the pumpkin out. That's what I'm going with. I have this really pretty, kind of like a tan khaki taupey color, and I got it on clearance at Walmart. So anybody else have a whole bunch of clearance Walmart paint? Just me? That's cool. So I decided to just kind of, cover up the plaid and the white, and just kind of like loosely went over it. And I didn't think about it afterwards. I probably will go back and add some white distressing on the outer edges since it didn't have that white that showed through. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, we're going on. Now, project 2 is going to be a really, really large pumpkin sign that I want to kind of incorporate on my wall of faux plants that I have been working on the past 2 years. So I took 2 of these brand new longer Dollar Tree signs. Now, I picked these up in my last haul video that I shared with you guys because I loved the scalloped kind of edges, and I don't know, I was digging it. I thought it was cool, so that's what I'm going with. Now, they have that twine wrapped around, you can see. So all I had to do was just kind of pull it off. It was hot glued down, wasn't stapled or anything. That was nice. Just ripped that right off and save it because, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. And I didn't realize till later on about the staples that you can see on the edges. Oh, look at that clean peel. Don't you love it when a Dollar Tree sign actually just comes right off? Or not a sign, a sticker. Oh, yes, the price sticker. All right, so now I am going to attach my 2 little signs just using my jumbo craft sticks. Now these are originally from Walmart as well, so I just love them. I can't always find them at Walmart, so, you know, use what you got. If you have some cardboard to attach your signs together, use that. If you have the smaller craft sticks, use that. If you have stir sticks, use that. Use what you got on hand. That is what I'm gonna just keep repeating. And I wanted it to be, you know, extra. So I started using, oh look, I can actually read that color. It's called fawn. Oh, I'm in love with this fawn color. It's just so, I don't know. It just made me think fall, and I just loved it. So I'm just kind of dry brushing really roughly on the back side of that Dollar Tree sign because that's going to be our front sign. I didn't want to deal with peeling and stripping. I just flipped it. And so I just did, like I said, just kind of a light dry brushing all the way on the front of my sign. And I am going to add some white paint as well, just to kind of blend it out and to kind of create that like faux wood grain effect. Now I do wood grain quite a bit. I do have a couple of other techniques where I add a darker brown, a medium tone, and then I also add a black. I can try to find the videos where I explain that painting technique a little bit more in detail, but this is just a really, really rough kind of, I was really digging the farmhouse. I don't know. Not sure if you could consider this farmhouse. Let me know. I'm not a master of the farmhouse style or decor, but I just really wanted something really neutral. So what I always say is this style is more of a modern farmhouse. Let me know what you guys think. Now, I grabbed 2 of these little metal pumpkins also this year, and I was really, really hoping that this guy would just like break. I don't know if it's just my weak wrist because I have carpal tunnels or what, but I could not break it off. And so then it kind of created that itty bitty little hole, and I was so, it was bugging me to like no degree. So I kept thinking, what am I gonna do to kind of cover that section up? So I decided to use my raffia ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna try to kind of cover that little hole that it left at the bottom on both of my little galvanized signs. I was so upset. I don't know if it was just me and how I broke it off, or if all of the little metal garden stakes do that. I don't know if you have experience with this, but it was bugging me. So I decided to glue that white section down, and then I'm so excited to use my little leather signs or those little like cutouts. Oh, they're so awesome. And I am really excited. My glue gun, remember how I told you guys it has that really fine like tip point with the very edge of my glue gun? So I was able to like not have my glue everywhere because the lettering is quite small. So having that fine point, it just like amazingly went in there and it worked fabulous. So I really loved this contrast with the silver and the white and the tan. Oh, I was just so happy. So I wanted to kind of also incorporate more of that white raffia ribbon because I'm just really loving it. And I just kind of did it on the both ends of my sign. One, it helped cover up the stable holes, and like I said, it just incorporated that little white strip that I did on the pumpkins. Oh, I just love how this sign looks. And then all I have to do is glue those little metal pumpkins down. Now, I did not use a lot of glue because I have burnt myself one too many times with the gluing of the metal things, you know. Maybe you could use another type of glue, like a super glue, is that? Yeah. Or, oh, E6000. I do not personally use E6000, gives me migraines, pain in the woohoo, but oh my goodness, I'm in love. Like, how cute is this sign? What do you guys think? Is it amazing, fabulous? You want to recreate it? Let me know. I mean, I've already decorated my whole house. It is pumpkin palooza. If you like any of those other pumpkins, I will have those videos listed in my description. Now, here's that one sign that I told you. My clip, I don't know what happened, but all it is a little Dollar Tree metal sign, the little transfer, and bam, that was a decor piece. So that's the little third bonus prize, little, you know, sign. And I have all of my cutting boards together, and I just think it turned out so cute. I really like not as many words on all of my decor. Let me know if you guys like it, which one's your favorite. So don't forget to comment down below. I love talking to you guys, and thank you so much for all of your love and support, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.